Okay. Well, hello, everyone. I just need to do one thing here. Yes. Hey, hello, everyone. So I'm so happy to be here whew, on many levels. And I just wanted everyone to know that after my experience yesterday, not even yesterday, it was pretty much all week. We were watching this um, computer and making sure that bits and pieces that were kind of lingering in the computer were out. So now everything is good, and thank goodness. For those of you who are not sure even what I'm talking about, I did a video yesterday. I had to do it live from my tablet. Today I am doing it live from my laptop. So I can toggle back and forth between Patreon and YouTube. So we are good to go. And I'm going to put here good morning. Um, please comment. Happy to have you. So anyway, so you know that I am here. And I'll put the same over on Patreon. Just so you know that I am here. There we go. So, anyway, what had happened is that my computer had set an alarm off and telling me to call a number, and so it was a scam. It was not real. And however, I did call the number because I couldn't shut the alarm off, even when I shut the computer off. Now, if I had waited, the alarm probably would have stopped. So, anyway, with that, as I called the number that said Microsoft, they were not Microsoft. They were not. It was a scam. So, they didn't get any personal information or anything, but they were heading that way. And when I realized it, I hung up. So that was the saving grace, is that I hung up. But then they called back 3 times and my telephone said spam, spam, spam. It should have said scam, scam. Anyway, with that, what I wanted to do was kind of just review and update all the projects that I've got going on. Some of them are nearly done. And I just really wanted to get on here and say hello to everyone, say that I'm thinking about you. I hope that you're going to have a wonderful weekend. I am very grateful to have you all on board. I love getting your comments. I got a question. I love getting questions on all of my projects. But when I get one on the crochet, I especially love it because, I've been crocheting since I was 9 years old. So most of the basics and the foundations of crochet, I can answer in giving you the concept of what needs to happen maybe to get a certain effect. So a lot of that I can answer. The patterns and stuff like that, I can't. But I'm going to tell you a few of the projects here. So, some of you know that I'm working on this bear. Now, I haven't touched it since I showed it the other day, but this is done very well. When you're needle felting, if this is feeling really solid, then you're doing something right. If it's squishy, in my opinion, unless you really want a squishy effect, then you want to keep needle felting. This is the bear that you saw me working on. It doesn't have its ears yet or anything, but this is the bear you saw me working on last week on YouTube on just the center of it. So this is it. Um, it's not done yet. I will be dressing the bear over the weekend. I will be designing that bear. So you will see me designing it. I mean, I'll share what the design is after all is said and done. Um, so okay, so that's the bear. And the other thing, I'm just going to show you this one. I don't think you ever saw this one. This is another project I really want to make sure I finish up. This is an elephant, and I left the ears. Now there are elephants kind of with the ripply ears, so I was trying to get that effect. And in India, they adorn. They have certain holidays, certain that are very meaningful to them, but where they celebrate their elephants and they dress the elephant up, and the elephants have headdresses, they have saddle blankets, and they're really beautifully dressed. So this elephant, look, this elephant isn't near done. Watch. You see how squishy that is? This elephant is not near done. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done with this one. So that will be getting work done. This I will be finishing up over the weekend and I will post it. This is our little, I'm going to do some of this right now. And there. So this is a bowl like this. Look how beautiful this bowl is. That I had made this, but I filled it, look, with fabric. And a lot of you really like this bowl, and you were going to go ahead and make one for yourself. And I haven't seen any pictures yet. If you come over to Patreon, even if you sign up free for 7 days, and it, oh no, you still can't. You can there's only limited things you can do in the free membership over on Patreon. However, you can come over there if you join, let's say for $1 a month. You can post your artwork and share it and show people and ask us questions and kind of get ideas and stuff like that. But that bowl, if you remember, we took because I was trying to figure out how to make a braided bowl, and I ended up taking the braids and crocheting them to each other. That's how I did it. That was a Carmella way. Somebody was brave enough to ask me, "How did you do that, Carmella?" This is how I do it. So this bowl I will be finishing up this weekend, and I'll be posting a picture of it over on Patreon. So I'll be sharing and my projects, because there's a few projects this weekend I am going to be finishing up and posting over on Patreon, and I'll post it for everybody over there. So you'll be able to see it. Now let's see here. See, this is adorable. I'm not making a huge one. I'm just making, look how cutesy. See, and the sides just are firm because of all the fabric that's being crocheted to together is a lot of the fabric there. So this is what I'm doing. Now, the other thing in my art world, this is kind of behind the scenes video I'm sharing. Hi, Michelle. Good morning. What size crochet? I can't even talk. What's the size of the crochet hook? This is a large. Oh, I went too far there. This is a an L or an M. Let's see here. It does say. Oh no, wait. It looks like it's larger. Hold on. This is it's a P. This is a P. It's a 11 and a half. I was thinking it was a 10 or 11. It's an 11 and a half. So it's a good size. And but now see it's able to handle this size. This is about 2 inches here. Yeah, look, this is about a 2 inch strip, 2.5 inch strip, and this is able to handle it fine. Oh, you are more than welcome. Um, so now I think if you did a 1 inch, you could get away with like a J hook. I think you could. Oh, here's my strips. See this bowl I used for strips. Now I gotta tell you, I have another bowl that I'll be sharing with you because um I found it as I was cleaning. You see behind me, this is actually organized. Um as far as I can possibly organize at the moment. I have another small shelf we're going to be putting up, and that will take care of a lot of my books. I have art books. But see, if this was 1 inch, excuse me, a J hook would work beautifully. So now this I had planned to go just about this far with it and then stop. But I might end up, let's see, I'm going to crochet a little bit more here. And this is not a long project, like at all. This is a short project. Um, I mean, we're talking like if I focused on this, like instead of jumping back and forth, right, as I do, um, it would be a morning. It would be a morning project. I would definitely maybe while you're watching TV or whatever, a relaxing time, cut your strips, braid them, get them all ready. And then when you're crocheting, then you're talking for a morning and to have a nice little bowl. And look at that. Is that just too darn cute? I'm going to put this down so you can see. This and the color. So I didn't know what to do with this fabric because it's the blend, it's the silky. But guess what? You want a bowl that's going to last forever. This is not biodegradable, so that's going to last for some time. And hello, Denise. Oh, no, I can see Patreon. I can see it. We're there. Yep. I'm toggling back and forth. Yes, Denise owes me a picture of burlap. What was the burlap project you were going to do? I think it was a bowl. Um, so that's the I cannot wait to see. This is the thing. Like we're like we get all curious about these projects because until you see it, it's like um, it's a whole new idea and inspiration, and it's just sharing that inspiration. Now with this, I was going to crochet this a little bit, and then I want to show you something. I want to show you guys something this morning. You're going to flip when I show you this next project coming up. And it's not one that we're going to do, or I'm going to do, but I'm going to do it very soon. Um, what you are doing, I am going to do a live on it after you are done here. Woo! Okay, so go to Denise's. This is what we call teamwork. Denise is going to do a live over on her channel. And yes, I'm coming over there to see what you do. So let's, after we do this, I would love to see that. What is it, Burlap Project? You are inspiring so many. I'm so happy. I am so happy. I gotta tell you though, you inspire me. Like I just jump on here. I want to come on here and just see what's going on. And I just love it. So it inspires me to know that people are out, other artists are out there. I'm telling you, it's I can't even tell you how happy it makes me. And so look at this though. Check this out. How adorable. Now you see it. And I'm going to stop here because I have to braid more and I have to my bowl is empty, so I have to cut more of these. So, but this, and so now the tighter I go around here, you know, it pulls it up and just it's lovely. So, this is going to be a nice bowl. Now I might loosen it a little. If I loosen it a little, I can bring it out like this one. And because you can see it can fit in there, but I'll loosen this and then bring it out a little bit. So it will be, and I'll come up about this high. So let's see. I'm going to go about, yeah, I'm going to make this about 5 inches high. And I don't think I'm going to go much higher than that because 5 inches will be perfect to keep things in. And then, and I may just keep it for the arts and crafts fair. Burlap doing the basket. Okay. So burlap basket is next at Denise's channel. So that will be fun to see. I love burlap. And so I love this softness too. This is, and the design. So this I'm going to put to the side because I want to, you're not going to believe this, but this bin, as you know, I have been organizing things. So this bin has, let's see if I can get it in my lap here. It's kind of big, this particular bin. And look at this. Look at the top of it. So this I'm going to take out because this is a piece. This is a granny square piece I had made. And it's got to go on my shelf. But it's just 2 granny squares. And then crocheting around is, let's see, I think I did a single crochet. And I was toggling back and forth between half double and single. So, but to do the granny square is just a typical granny square using double crochet stitches. And this was supposed to be like a little Halloween bag. And so that's what that is. But let me show you. As I went along with trying to figure out what to do and testing out, I like to test out the colors and I like to test out yarn. I'd like to get the feel for what I'm doing with the size hook that I'm using. And, you know, I always love the bright colors. And look, so this is a red and yellow, and these are both acrylic, and this is acrylic. And I wanted to see the different yarns. This is a thicker yarn. And I made a bunch of these, but I just want to show you how many I made. These I was testing out. This is a triangle, granny square. I'll turn it this way, I'm sorry. This is a triangle granny square. So you can see the just three corners. And so I was, what I was doing with these is I wanted to see if if I even liked the idea of the triangle granny square. And I do like this combo an incredible amount. It gives me a vintage vibe. Same with this, but I'm not crazy. Like you could place them together. Let's see if I have more here. Yeah, so you could place these together like a little flower. You could something like that. But I wasn't getting the gist of it. Has anybody used Granny Square um crochet granny triangle granny squares? Okay. So now just take a look at all the granny squares that I suddenly have. Oh wait, let me see. I love the triangle. I may try to do them. Yeah, Michelle, the triangles are not that difficult, really. Um, excuse me. As you can see, um, I could do a video on those too and just kind of drop it if you want over the weekend. But yeah, you're still doing your sets of your three double crochet. And as I did here, you do your three double crochet in your chain, three double crochet in your space. You're coming over, you're doing the same, and then you're doing the same. The only difference is you're just not doing that fourth. You're not doing that fourth space. You're doing three, but they are pretty with the vintage color kind of vibing there. So I like those. So these were like test outs. You would love me to do that. Okay, I will do that. And guess what? I'm going to write it down right now. And crochet is I've been crocheting since I was 9. My Aunt Minnie taught me, and the way she taught me is she taught me stitches, but she taught me conceptually. Like I knew I was making mistakes and when I first learned, but she would tell me conceptually. She's like, well, no, you just want to get them in the spaces as much as you can, this and that. So, okay, but I will be so very happy to do a triangle YouTube instruct um, for granny squares. Now, I'm going to tell you what happens to me. I start doing these and I get hooked on them right all over again. I am gone. Now, I'm telling you, back here, you can see shelves are all crochet. You can't even see the bottom shelf. It's all crochet. And we'll go through those one day because I want to pull them out and get them ready for a craft fair again. But check out these colors. I just want to show you the combos I was testing with. I don't even know how many of these I have, but look at these. How adorable. This is a light gray and a light pink. And again, I was going for the vintage look. And these are smaller. This is like a size 5 hook, I believe. It's small. These are small, and these are small. So all those are small. And this is a dark blue and a light green. Now these are larger, and this is actually recycled yarn right here because I am phasing out. Like you see this bin, I have a bin. I have 2 bins 4 times bigger than this, 2, full of yarn. Most of the yarn was either gifted to me or I got from the thrift shop. Very little few of those yarns did I buy. And if I bought them, I think I told you about it on YouTube. But this yarn is a chunky yarn. It's soft and it is recycled. So there's that. Now, These, again, these are all small and size 5 hook, all granny squares, but look at all the colors. Now, I think what I was thinking at the time is I want all different sizes so I can make a granny square blanket with all different size granny squares and all different color granny squares. So I've got this one and this one. Look, this one I tested out because I actually made granny square hats like this. This is thick. This is I want to say it might be more than 60% wool. There's wool in this yarn and the same in this. And I think the second addition is also an organic fabric. So that's a beautiful, beautiful blend. I'm not sure what the second is because I probably should save the labels. But here are more just the little granny squares that I was making. Now this is a cat. This is a cat square. That's a cat. And I did this was actually a pattern which I diverted from it on the ears because the ears were up a little bit more. I didn't and plus it had more parameter and I diverted from it because I felt like the way they were saying it was too difficult and I could just see it was just a decrease. So I did it that way. But it's an adorable idea. It's basically a circle and then just two triangles for the ears. That's all that is. Um, and these are more, but you see the sizes here. These are the larger. This is just a little bit smaller. And then this is the smallest. So now these granny squares, you change your hook, you change your yarn, they're going to all come out different sizes. And that's what's going to happen. And if you want different sizes, that's lovely. So this one was a test for if I wanted to use this for a hat, and I did, and the hat was very popular. Um, People really, really, really like that hat. I sold a number of these at the craft fair and to a friend, and then I made some. This was another super popular color. This is red with a light pink, and it's not red, it's kind of a little rusty red, and it's got a light pink. So this is something I used for a hat. Now I have to get the styrofoam model heads so you can see, because guess what? I'm going to be making more hats. I'm going to be making the Boro hats. And somebody was asking me, where can you please sell these online somewhere? So I wanted to show you these. These here, these are my Boro bracelets. These are my Boro bracelets. You've seen these. But these bracelets, right? These are scrap and they're Sashiko stitched. I sold these on Grailed. So guess what? The hats and these are going back on Grailed. So I had stopped because I opened up a TikTok shop and I was focusing on that. But absolutely there was no activity there. Except for one hat sold. So look at all of these. The reason I'm showing you these is I cannot believe how many. Now look at this. This is a granny square. You can do granny squares this tiny also. You can just do that. You can do your 4 simple clusters of 3 double crochet and call that good. That's a granny square. That's adorable. And then I've got more here. And now, and that's what I have. So I wanted to show you because the accumulation of these is astounding over time with me just testing, because I will always test out the color and the tension and all of it. Now, do I block mine? I don't block them. You can block them, and it does give them a little bit firmness. It gives them a little bit more of a square or triangle or whatever you're doing, but I don't block them. Like this little purse, I didn't block this. This is just a little purse. This is not granny square. It's just a little purse I made. So, anyway, these are all the granny squares that I have. I wanted to share that with you. Now, the other thing I do, I just want to give you an idea because now this is something my mom had gotten into, and I thought it was the cutest darn thing. She would go get little teddy bears and like this, or a doll or whatever it was at the thrift shop, and dress it and sell them at flea markets. And we did that together for a while, that and along with our artwork, but it was the cutest thing, and they always sold. So, so anyway, guess what? This is the next project. Can I actually design a blanket with all of these scraps? Now, granted, I may make more triangles to throw these in. Now, I have up here this, and I'm not going to take it down right now. I'm going to save it for another video, but this right here is a blanket of mandalas. I called it a mandala blanket, and it's all crocheted, all circles, with the idea that it's a blanket you wrap around you and use for meditation. Because I was focused, and I do focus a lot on the meditative. I feel like when you start doing this, whether it's crochet or whether it's stitching or whatever it is you're doing, painting, drawing, it's all meditative, right? You go into a zone of all its own. So, anyway, this will be the next project coming up. Now, so this weekend I finished the basket project, and I'll post a picture of it over on my Patreon. Yo-yos, I'm going to be making more yo-yos. I will be bringing you along. I'll drop some videos on those this next week. That's this next week. The bear, I plan to dress my bear and adorn it this weekend. And the bridge, yeah, the bridge is for the exhibit. The bridge has to be done this next week. It's got to be done. So that will be next work week, Monday through Friday, I'm working on the bridge. Over the weekend, I just do my art, which is not work to me, and share. I'll be dropping pictures and whatnot for you on that. So with that, I just wanted to get on here and let you know everything was all right. We had so much. I had a very, very, very exhausting week with everything going on with the between the alarms in my apartment on the laptop. So with that, I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful weekend, and I will see you in the next one. And Denise will come over and visit you. Have a beautiful one.